Alright, so 2 years ago I made a video about how I make my iced coffee. It's a bit of an old video and it's kind of outdated because I have a new method now. So today I'm going to be showing you an updated version of how I make my iced coffee. Last time I made my iced coffee video, I used this. This is an espresso machine and it takes these little pods that you can put in the machine and it will extract with the press of a button. But now I have an upgrade. This is my DeLonghi Dedica Arte, I believe is what it's called. I'll put the name on the screen just to make sure. But this is my new espresso machine. It comes with a steam wand, 3 options, and a portafilter and basket. But I'm not gonna be using the steam wand today since we're making iced coffee. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, so for today I'm gonna be using a pressurized portafilter, a double shot basket for the ground beans, and to flatten the ground beans, a tamper. I'm going to be showing the beans now. These are the beans I'm going to use. And let's get started. Alright, so I'm going to be filling this basket full of coffee beans now, ground coffee beans. I do not have specific measurements for my recipe. I'm not a really professional barista. I did go through a barista course, but I'm not really that much of a professional. So I just usually wing it. This is my method, by the way. It's not really an exact tutorial. I'm just showcasing my method. So we got the coffee beans in there. Get the tamper, flatten it, and yeah, flatten it a little more. And then we got our coffee beans. Now time to extract it using the DeLonghi machine. So just one last look at the beans I used. These are the beans I used. So now we're going to be extracting it. Alright, so we turn on the machine. And now I have a button on the side which you press to turn it on. So there you go, it's turning on now. It's gonna take a little bit of time to, maybe like 30 seconds for it to fully prepare. Now the machine is fully ready, so I'm gonna put down the camera and I'm gonna be inserting the portafilter into the machine. There we go. I'll get a glass cup. So our extracted espresso flows into a cup, so I'm going to be taking the double shot option, which is basically this button in the middle. So if I press that, it takes maybe like a good 8 seconds, and then finally coffee gets extracted into the glass. So this is a double shot of espresso, so it should create a significant amount, enough for a nice latte. So let's see. Okay, so after a few seconds, the machine stops extracting espresso, so now we got a nice double shot of espresso. I'm going to turn the machine off, and I'm going to quickly clean the portafilter. So if I turn that off, it goes like that, and then if I just... There we go. We have wet coffee beans now, so I'm going to be dumping this, and then I'm going to make the latte itself. Alright, so today, I'm going to be using my favorite oat milk that we usually get. Outside. So this is a barista oat milk. I'm going to be using it for the latte, so let's do the latte really quick. We also cannot forget our ice, so I'm going to get some ice. Alright, so we have the jar, we have the oat milk. So now I'm going to be pouring at least just half of the jar full of oat milk. Once it reaches about half, around there, so the oat milk is going to make it taste nice and not like your standard latte with regular milk. Now we get the ice. Put a little bit, I like my lattes light ice, so I'm gonna put a little bit of ice. There we go. That's a good amount already. And after the milk and the ice, we have the double shot espresso. So I'm important to here. There we go. So that's the main part of the latte. And of course, a secret ingredient, if I haven't mentioned it yet, is honey. So now I'm going to be putting like just a sprinkle of honey into the latte. That should be good enough. So after you put the honey, it's time to shake it. So let's shake it really quick. I can just seed it and then shake it a bit. And since there's still honey left in the bottom, what I like to do is I get a spoon and just mix it manually. So it gets distributed, so the honey gets distributed. I mix it manually with a spoon. And after that, hopefully, yeah, there's not that much honey left in the bottom, so it's properly mixed. So that is my recipe for a honey latte. And yeah, that's how I make it nowadays. I use the DeLonghi machine with the oat milk and the ice, stuff like that, and a double shot. So that's the recipe of my coffee. Alright, so the latte is done. I have it here. It's time to taste it, because why not? I'm gonna taste my honey latte now. The oat milk gives a unique flavor, and the honey is just right actually. I distributed it properly. Decent latte. I like it. I like what I made. So that was my updated version of how I make my iced coffee. Again, I use a different machine and different milk and whatever. So that's the updated version. And yeah, thanks for watching guys. I'll see you in the next one.